We need to be calling Congress right now and demand that Trump be impeached. Call your member of Congress and find out where they stand on this. 202-225-3121 is the number. Check this out. Be sure to ding the bell, leave your comments, share this with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. You know, I'm wondering what's going on here with regard to Ukraine. Ukraine is, it has right now a pro-Western government. Zelensky is, he's a former comedian. We talked about this last Friday, who played the role on TV in a TV kind of sitcom of the president of Ukraine, and then ran for president, sort of like Pat Paulson did, if you're old enough to remember that, ran for president and won. And I think that this is the Ukrainian people saying, you know, we are sick and tired of corruption. We're sick and tired of the same old, same old. We're sick and tired of the rope-a-dope here that we've been getting. I think it's why as many people voted for Donald Trump as they did, because they thought he was going to be, a non-politician who was going to change things. I think the same thing with Zelensky is the case. And but there's all these websites coming out of Ukraine that are explicitly saying, that are just totally pro-Trump. So is it just that they got cheap webmasters there and inexpensive web hosting, and that's why some Republican oligarch, I don't think it would be the Kochs, but one of the Shelley Adelson or somebody, one of these billionaires who supported Trump last time around, has hired them? Or is this the Ukrainian government? I was listening to NPR this morning, and they were talking about how the Ukrainian foreign minister has now come out and said, oh, yeah, we know all about that phone call, and we didn't feel pressured. Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong, and neither did our president. It's all good. Now, I'm sure that that's being repeated ad nauseum on Fox News and on Right-Wing Hate Radio, and it's an important data point. But if there's also literally millions, tens of millions of Americans are receiving information via Facebook from pro-Trump sites and pro-Trump meme factories that are based in Ukraine, then is it that the horse is already out of the barn? I mean, is it that Trump has already corrupted the president of Ukraine, that he's already threatened him, that the president of Ukraine has figured out, hey, this guy's got at least another year and a half in office. The odds of his leaving before that are pretty close to zero. And we need that military assistance, that $250 million of military assistance that Trump just, finally authorized last week after it was noticed that he had been withholding it based on his attempt to get dirt. And by the way, we need to stop saying get dirt on Joe Biden. This has already been investigated. There's no dirt there. There's no dirt there on Hunter Biden either. I mean, taking a job, as son of the vice president for a company owned by a foreign oligarch, probably stupid. But Joe Biden had nothing to do with this. Hunter, and as I said, that's been investigated. Hunter Biden was not saying, hey, Joe, hey, Dad, change foreign policy. That didn't happen. Jimmy Carter had his brother Billy, remember? It's like Hillary Clinton had her brother Hugh Rodham. I mean, having relatives who do stupid things is a completely different thing than being involved in a crime. So we need to stop saying that Trump is trying to get the president of Ukraine to find dirt on Biden. I think what's going on is he's trying to get the president of Ukraine to manufacture dirt on Biden. And I would keep an eye out for the possibility of this happening and of this coming down the road. Manufactured dirt. I mean, anything's possible, but that seems like a very high possibility to me. So anyhow, there's that, and the Ukraine is now cranking out I Love America Facebook pages to support Donald Trump. And Nancy Pelosi is saying, well, we don't quite have enough votes. And I'm still, checking in with, Democratic members of Congress. The number to call Congress, 202-225-3121. still checking in with Democratic members of Congress to say, are you guys ready yet to talk about impeaching this guy? I mean, if we're going to, Bill Clinton was impeached. He was not removed from office, but he was impeached for having sex with a consenting adult and lying about it. Now, if that's what the Republicans think is an impeachable offense, what is this? Well, according to William Weld, who wants to primary Trump, it's high treason and, with the death penalty. I'm not going to go that far.